Welcome back. So this is an artwork. Finished it a while ago. I still don't know how I feel about it. Like it's on the bigger side of artworks I've made. It's done on paper. I wanted that poster type of look, so I just glued two papers together. Started with the background, layering paints. Started with spray paint, so there's like a domino spray paint effect in the background. I want it to look like very tattered, like it's been used, like it's been pulled off of walls. Like, yeah, that's what I was going for. And then I'll start with the materials I used. So primarily there's acrylic paints. For the background was primarily acrylic paints, this light blue color with black and white spray paint to do the dominoes in the background. And then a lot of acrylic inks for the parts that are primarily black. And then for the clothing items and the two girlies on the sides, hair and Mr. Man in the middle, we used oil paints. I used oil paints. And then the reference of the image was, I think his name is Lockjaw. He's from one of the old James Bond movies, a villain. I wanted to use him because of his, like, the grill he got. And then on the sides I think this was a image inspiration of Bulma from Dragon Ball, the earlier Dragon Ball series, where they would dress like these bunnies. That was the idea behind these two, because I want the painting to be about like that Groot mentality, like being the man. You know, you got all the honeys, but you're not necessarily the best looking. You just flex that you got the honeys and you look a certain way, and that attracts money. But at the same time, your intention is not pure for these ladies. So it's more to treat them like trophies or girls on the side that you would just like show off. Like the intent is that's why they're in this little showgirl bunny outfits.
At that price, and that guy just bought it. And you can't all of a sudden raise a solo show. Why am I sharing this money with the galleries? What if I just do it myself and keep 100% the profit?
Scary at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to allow you to do so much more. All right, moving on to number 3, which is I see a lot of beginners choosing not the...
We visited a major manufacturer in Shizuoka to learn about the secrets of Japan's successful models.
Method, the expenditure method, and the value added method. When it comes to what I would get would be GDP at factor cost. What is GDP at factor? And for the expenditure method, I'm gonna leave this. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you in class this week, Wednesday.
Yeah. So this process didn't take. Nah, scratch that. This painting took quite a while to do. I feel like conceptualizing it was the quickest part. Like I laid out some sketches, I got the references. I want to say I understood what I wanted the outcome to be before I even started this painting. So it was very much like I had the image in my head and I had to get it out. That was what it was. So, but I think for how I did it, and I've been trying to be more experimental with these type of artworks, especially the larger ones, that I like the way it came out, even though there's like a lot of smudges and messes and all that. If I would personally, I'd cover it up, probably spray paint over it, add some more, because I feel like this painting gives that type of energy. Like I don't even want to give him eyebrows. It's gonna stay like that. I think that adds to the fact that it's more about money, status, and aesthetic over than how the person looks or how the person portrays themselves. So I think with this painting, I like how the tattered parts came out. I like how it's been, like I've been trying to beat it up physically, like slide it around other artworks. It's like folded in some areas. It's Of course there are places where I feel like it's not supposed to be like that, but I'll like around the face, the background, but those areas will clean up eventually. And yeah, I really like this artwork. I think it was successful in how it came out. The layering on this was annoying to do, because under her I layered green, and then because I wanted her to be more timid, more shy, and that's what I want for her portrayal in this artwork, and her to be more, you know, out there, the vibrato, like not vibrato, but she's more in it than young girlie is. This is just like peer pressure to her. And then the guy is very deadpan, he's grinning, you know, showing off his grills. Again, I think about status. And then I think I went with the pink and purple skin tone. Purples are there for, I wanted to do something about, you know, like royalty. It's a very regal color. And then with the pink and the red, I wanted it to play into this false narrative of love or affection that these girls think they would get from him. Yeah, this is where this artwork falls. The collection of artworks I'm trying to create, I think this one makes sense with another one that I have, like about news or spreading rumors or people questioning you and your identity. So I feel like those two, they look good next to each other. There are some things I will change on this artwork. I don't think it will be drastic, but I think I'll just treat it more so it can be stronger, so the paint doesn't, or the oil pastels, the paint doesn't rub anymore, because I really like that dirty look. But I think at some places it will kind of look unintentional, and that's not what we're going for, but we still want the tattered look on the artwork. But execution wise, I think this one is great. It follows the artworks, the style of my artworks that I've done, the things I'm trying to do with incorporating different like characters and mediums, and trying to make it take things that are not supposed to be together, but to make them make sense in some artwork, like a James Bond villain with some Dragon Ball Z girls. You get me. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, I really like these. Also, to draw these characters, I layered everything out with acrylic paint first, acrylic inks first, and then overlaid with the oil pastels and paints and all that. But I think I really like this one. I think I want to do artwork in this style again. I will definitely do it. It was like really fun to create, to mixing, because all with the oil pastels and with the oil paints, I wasn't as like rigid. I allowed them to move around, become thick in some places, thin out in some places. Like you can see here, there's a lot of squiggly lines and the oil paint textures building. Like I took time trying to layer a bunch of colors. I laid this white, like here, the white for the collar and the white for his shirt. I also wanted to mimic the head boy aesthetic for blazers on his blazer.